Well, congratulations on the end of Oak Street. I had so much fun watching this movie.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a crazy one for sure.
It's crazy. I got to know, what was your reaction? And again, feel free to talk spoilers, reading this script and knowing where it was going.
Yeah, I mean, it was such a roller coaster. I feel like that's like one of the things that drew me to it. I was like, this is just insane, honestly. Yeah, so I like the arc of everything and like just the characters, everything was really beautifully written.
Yeah, no, I think it's fun that like we see you a little bit at the beginning, but then you really get to come back into the picture. So how excited were you to know that you got to like kind of complete an arc for Jeanette?
Yeah, I mean, that was super cool. Like, I feel like just like coming in kind of in the third act was like special because I feel like it's kind of when all the crazy stuff is going down too. So like most of my scenes that I was doing, it was like a lot of running and a lot of I didn't have very many scenes that were just kind of before the event took place where it was more chill. So but that was fun getting to just constantly be in a state of anxiety and fear kind of. Yeah.
Work on your cardio a lot.
Yeah.
Obviously, Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor are just legends. They're so incredible. What was it like getting to really work with them? And you even got like more time with Anne, I would say.
Yeah. They were both incredible. Like it was such a dream come true for me because I grew up watching them. So I tried to just like learn as much as I could from them and they were really amazing. It's so hard to not just learn so much just watching them. They're so good at what they do, but they're also so kind. So yeah, that was really special.
I have to talk about when Ewan gets eaten by the dinosaur.
Yeah.
That is crazy. My whole audience, everyone was like screaming, like, what's happening? Because at first you think, oh, his leg gets bit off. And then he
Yeah.
just gets completely eaten. For you, what
Yeah.
was it like filming that scene?
Yeah, I mean, that was crazy. I feel like we were all, I mean, for us, it was more, I know the audience was kind of, I saw it yesterday and it's almost just like so absurd that some people were just laughing because they were just like, what is going on? But for us, it was obviously more, had to be in a very intense state for that. So it was more like sad, I guess, for me filming it because I had to be like crying and like disturbed. But yeah, it's a crazy moment.
Yeah, what is it like? Because I'm sure he's just obviously there's not a dinosaur eating him. So he's got to be like laying on the ground, just acting like he's being eaten. What was it like
Yeah.
watching that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you take yourself out of it for a second, it can seem kind of silly when you're just acting to nothing being there and like screaming at nothing. But like when you really like zone in and like lock in and have to like do your job, it's kind of, you kind of like believe it almost. You kind of get yourself into that space of being terrified.
Yeah, what was like, were there like tennis balls or like what were you guys acting against when all the dinosaurs and like the giant snake and all that stuff was around?
Mhm. A lot. So the snake was like nothing. There was nothing there at all. So for some of the things, there was nothing. Some they were like little cutout like heads of dinosaurs on like a big stick, or people in like a blue suit when we were having to do stunts where we're interacting with them. Like the scene where I'm like fighting off like the dinosaur with the stick like that was like a person in a blue suit. So like that was like more helpful than having nothing there at all. But yeah.
That's so crazy. It's so cool though. Like the visuals, it looks so good. So you saw the finish thing. How crazy is it to like then see the dinosaur there?
Yeah, I know. It's so I feel like I'm still like processing it honestly because it's they did such a good job with the effects and everything just looks so good. Yeah.
I do love the ending for your characters. Kind of, you end up having two of you, which I
Yeah.
think is so much fun at the end. What was it like when you read that? You know, that's what you were gonna do. You save your family and yourself, which is kind of cool, kind of heroic.
Yeah, I know. I was like just amazed. I was like, "What?" I just like honestly couldn't believe it. I kept like rereading it and I was like showed my like parents was like, "Am I reading this right? Like I'm like getting this right?" Because I just like couldn't believe it. But yeah, that was really cool and is just to film that everything was yeah.
Yeah. So how did you? So I'm sure you filmed with like you standing with Maisie, obviously, right? And then another
Mhm.
scene of you walking in and they put them together. Is that kind of how you did that?
Yeah, I was it was interesting for me too because I'd never had to play like like double, I guess. So it was kind of like a learning process for me with how they did that. But yeah, I had a stunt double who would like be in place, and then I think they used yeah, just like the special effects to just put my
Yeah.
face onto. Yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah.
really honestly don't know how it works, kind of, but it's cool. So
It's cool.
yeah,
Yeah. It's fun. Like you're a big part of the end. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty cool that you get to be like the hero for your family.
yeah, I know. It's so yeah. Okay, so I feel like that is a main theme of the movie too. It's just family, like that just comes up a lot. So it like ending on that, just like it felt right. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like a happy ending, right? Like, because
yeah,
easily it could have been like everyone died, everyone's
hmm
stuck in the past, you know.
yeah,
But one thing I like about this movie too, like it's PG, so like a lot of it's fun because it pushes that, I feel like, but
hmm
not too much. So like families can go and
yeah.
enjoy this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, David, yeah, he did such a good job with like making it a movie that is truly for everyone and you can go see it with anyone and it yeah, it's such a just a fun ride.
It's crazy. Like from beginning to end, you're like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they got set in the past. Like, what's going
Mhm.
on? But it's so cool. And it feels like I mean, listen, they can always make more because it's not like they solved the phenomenon of the science or whatever that thing was, the portals. So
Yeah.
technically it could keep happening. If there was to be a sequel, would you want to come back?
Oh, of course. Yeah, I mean like everyone was so incredible. David's incredible. I would be so like excited to see what he would do with this for sure. Yeah.
And then it would be two of you the whole
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
It would be fun though. That would be cool. I do want to ask you your reaction when you read in the script that they ordered a pizza, you know, and brought him back in, which I thought was so
Mhm.
sweet. What was your thought on that?
Yeah, I mean, I was just so relieved because I it was like that was so sad. I feel like it was good for just the audiences. Would it's a satisfying ending, I feel like, for everyone.
Yeah, because he's gone for so long that you feel like, oh, he's definitely like
Yeah.
gone, you know?
Yeah, and you're not really sure like you're not thinking that there would be a possibility to be able to like bring him back, but like again, like David just did so well writing it and just making it everything just ties together in the end and it all makes sense. Yeah.
It's so sweet. It's such it's weird to say like it's a fun family movie, but like it is
Mhm.
because it's scary at times, but it's not, I don't think too scary that you're gonna like traumatize little kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a good
Yeah.
balance.
Mhm.
So let's say years down the road, you're thinking back on your time on the end of Oak Street. What is it that you hope you remember about this experience?
Ooh, I guess just like the sweetness of it being like my first film, like there's been so many learning moments for me and everything has just been new from like when we were filming to even now and just doing all of this like the post stuff and like have the rollout of it. It's just all new. So it's like daunting a bit, but it's been good. I'm learning and like that. I want to look back and be like, oh, remember when I had no idea what was going on, but just yeah, I went rolled with it. So yeah,
But I'm sure you've learned a lot from this
yeah,
experience. So yeah. And who
yeah,
better to learn from than Anne Hathaway? I mean, come on.
yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time and congratulations.
Thank
I
you,
can't wait for everyone to get to see this. It's so wild and so much fun.
thank you. Yeah, thank you so much.
Fingers crossed for a sequel because I would love to
Yes,
see what could happen next.
yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Have a good
Bye.
one.